Knock, knock. Dishes. Dishes, Sean Connery. Thought we'd just start with a laugh there. It's early September, I'm back. Uploaded week 37. I've just been busy picking up branches and weed whacking and pulling out plants. Just not exciting stuff, actually pretty laborious things. We're gonna go check out the site now. So yeah, we're about 30 seconds in. So to you new viewers that just clicked on this video, this is your cue to click off now. According to my analytics, 50% of you. So bye. Bye. Oh, man. So yeah, I've just been busy doing, just putting my head down working. Just picking up branches, mowing the area, scouting the area, just envisioning what I'm gonna do. And how about we go to that footage now and you can see what I've been up to. No, how'd that happen? I tell you, the cord for my headphones gets caught on everything. Oh, everything. Oh. This is all of my headphone wire that's sticking out. That's it. This is it. That's all that's sticking out. Where did this get caught? Here's the handle. There's a gap right here. This little bit right here just went like that. I can't believe it. I hate the bullshit of life sometimes. I really do. Oh. Okay, yeah, so I mean, it's just been like 2 weeks of that, right? Not very exciting, and I'll tell you, it's been nice working out here. Here we go, here's the whole cabin site. It's been really nice working out here. You know, sun setting to the west always this direction, and I've been trying to get better at telling time from where the sun is in the sky. I haven't been practicing as much, but I'm plus or minus an hour, which isn't bad. You know, a 3-hour window there. Yeah, so it was late August that I just been working here, and it's a beautiful time of year where the bugs really tamp down and you can work without a bug net. And I don't necessarily have to wear gloves, but I mean, you're picking up all sorts of stuff here, so you do want to wear gloves. And yeah, it's just the temperature's so comfortable. It's just really beautiful here. Beautiful work this time of year. But you let your guard down, and I got bitten by something I have not been bitten by before or in a very long time. It looked like it wasn't a horsefly. Horseflies are huge, right? This thing took a chunk out of one part of my arm and then just crawled over and then like bit me again before it could take a chunk. And the 2 welts or swollen, itchy bites that were left back, I'm like, what the hell bit me? I hope I'm okay. Because I've gotten so many mosquito bites out here over the time that I've been here that you get used to it and your body's used to it, and it's not as itchy, you know, it doesn't swell up or anything like that. So it's more of a tiny annoyance and it goes away. But something bit me out here a couple days ago that just made my my left arm swell up, and like I was a kid, right, getting a bite for the first time. And then something else bit me on my belt line, just above my belt line. Yeah, down there. Are you kidding? Like it's late August. Like how am I getting bit there? Are you like, it's unbelievable. So yeah, you can't really let your guard down out in the woods like this in nature, right? At all seasons. Everything wants to get at you. This world just wants to kill you. If it's not nature, it's people, huh? Like unbelievable. So yeah, you saw the footage of the work that I was doing here. Take a look at the footage of my wood pile before starting. So let's go to that. Look, I have more cleaning up to do here. All these branches. I just gotta walk around picking shit up, piling it here. Now take a look. So these are all the branches and trees and limbs and twigs. Another log over here, just dragged it over. Look at that. And let me stand next to this. You can see I won't get too close to the branches. It's tick paradise, as one of my commenters said. I get it, you know, this is a tick paradise. They love the twigs and stuff like that. And at least it's contained, right? I'm not messing with this. At least it's contained. If ticks want to go hang out there, fine, go ahead. Yeah, I'm just leaving it there, but I do have to address it. I kind of shot myself in the foot, so let me stand up next to it again just so you can see how high this is up here. This is wild. I've just been like javeling things up here, so I screwed myself because these trees have to come down. This is where I'm at. You see all that work that I was doing? Would you guys want to work with all these branches and limbs scattered all throughout your work site here? Would you guys want to work with all that wood just laying about? It's not the best. I've got an area where there's still some wood, some branches. It's like a tree exploded. Let's go over and I'll show you what it's like when you're working in a mess. Like, look at this right here, right? You can't work like this. There's another one leaning against the tree, and look at this one just sticking out here, and this thing is just floating, so there's webs in here and everything like that. So you got to clean all of this up. if you want to work in a nice clean area, right? I'm a bit of a neat freak, so I want to work in a nice clean area and not be tripping over branches and just having all this dead wood just laying everywhere. And it eventually has to be picked up, and once all these trees are down, there won't be any more wood to fall to litter my area here or just to mess it up. So yeah, that's why I did that. But like I said, I've shot myself in the foot because these trees have to come down. They've got to come down because the cabin is going to be right here, a nice 20 by 20 foot footprint, 20 by 20 feet with a 10 by 20 loft, all right here. So the loft is going to be half the cabin, but up in the loft, right? And nice cathedral ceilings, open air. So I mean, this is where I'm alone, right? When I walked this land and, you know, was contemplating buying it, and when I walked to this cabin site area here, I'm the one that looked at this whole area and could picture my cabin with the creek line all there. Beautiful, couple nice towering softwoods over there. And I'm going to clear all this out. Beautiful grass, rises up for privacy. So, and I'm going to get this beautiful east to west arc of sunshine right here. So I'll figure out where to do the panels, the solar panels, but I will. But I'm the one that knows how beautiful this cabin is going to be. And I can already picture the winter picture. And I don't want to put this out in the universe, but I think about all sorts of stuff. And I would hate to finally make it on YouTube once everything is done and built and I take a really nice picture as a thumbnail, and then people click on it and be like, whoa, look at that cabin. What, this guy's been here for 3-4 years? Oh my God, I would hate for that to happen. But yeah, so what I'm thinking is that I've got to burn all this at some point. Now, it'd be nice if this tree was a witch and then, you know, I just let her rip, right? But the tree is not a witch, and there's other neighboring trees that I'm not going to take down, and it would just be, yeah, you can't do that. So there's kind of like a natural huge ass fire pit here, and obviously, you know, I'm going to be taking these trees down and these trees down. So once those trees come down, I'll be able to start burning a lot of brush right here. So I'll start offloading that and start burning it here. And I'm gonna need a place to burn anyways, because all these trees that are coming down, I'll definitely use them for construction as posts or beams, right? I would like that. So I will keep some nice workable ones that are a nice diameter and straight, right? Nice length on them. I will do that. But I'm gonna have a lot of branches to limb, right? And I'm not keeping that, so it's gotta burn. So, and once all of that is clear, then I'll finally be able to tackle those trees. But this is the point I'm at now. I even went all in here and picked up branches. There's still some more to pick up. It's not a lot. I've picked up most of them. I want to say over 75%. What's left are things like these plants, just plants that need to be just pulled up out of the ground. Even balsam firs, like, I'm sorry, these balsams got to go. They're just everywhere. I wanted a hardwood forest, and for the most part there is a lot of hardwood here, but the creep of the softwoods coming from the other side of the creek, the slow march that they do, what really tainted me was I saw a spectacular hardwood forest before buying this piece of land. It was so spectacular. I just said to the agent, I'm like, this is an incredible forest. Why is it just so clear? And he was an outdoors guy, so he was more than happy. He's like, oh, this is hardwood. I'm like, wow, this is hardwood. Okay. It was like amazingly clear. Amazingly clear. So I've got some of those swaths on my property, but I've also got softwoods. And you want that nice mix because the softwoods stay green year round, which is just so nice. It's so beautiful. And if you're in the city or suburbs, you know, these kinds of softwoods give you privacy year round as well. So Yes, this is the point I'm at. Everything has been picked up off the ground that I want it picked up. Just at the back here, there's some that still needs to be picked up. This is going to essentially be the yard. This is just going to be a place, a field to throw frisbee and football and just to enjoy the sun, right? Because all these trees will be gone. So it's just going to be nice grass here, except it is very lumpy. It is very lumpy here. This land is not level. So I don't know how it's going to be without the trees. It's going to be very jungly unless I take care of it. So yeah, I think, and over here, obviously, this is where the whole cabin site's going to be. So I've got to think to myself about maintenance, because this is a big area to maintain, and I already got the trailer site. If you don't maintain these open field areas, the growth that just happens, it's nasty. It's nasty, and the life that goes throughout the rough areas on your property, nasty. Oh, I'm telling you, onto it, you're gonna laugh, right? But we got spiders this big. The circumference of that ring I can make with my thumb and index finger, it's huge. It's like huge. Your legs just huge spiders. It's crazy. It's unfair when Australia enters the chat room with poisonous, venomous insects and creatures and snakes and all that sort of stuff. This is kind of exciting because 3 years in now, and I'm finally ready to start taking down trees. And I've put in, like I said, the last couple of weeks, I've put in a lot of work in this area here. So the smell is awesome. You guys aren't getting the just absolute beautiful fresh air. There's a breeze that's blowing. Just a beautiful day here in early September. So let's just go take a quick look at the creek. What I'll be looking at. I'm already getting some trail action forming from my back and forth walking. Like I said, I still have a lot more to clean. So over the edge here, yes, I've got all of this to clean. I've got a lot. I've got to limb all these trunks, limb them all, take down the dead ones, take down perhaps some other ones, do a lot of cleaning up, a lot. Look at all these plants that need to be pulled and weed whacked. And yeah, so I'm just going to rip a lawnmower here when the time's ready for it. But beautiful plateau down there, and I can see it, right? But you clear this out, beautiful plateau, get a 10 by 10 deck with a gazebo, get a fire pit, just have your morning coffee there. Here's the split rock my cat will be hanging out on. She will undoubtedly be hanging out on this rock, this one here, with a beautiful perch of scanning the entire creek here. Like, look how beautiful that is once it's all cleared up. So yeah, I think my strategy is to take down as many trees as I can, and priority given to the ones that could reach my cabin site here should they fall. So those are the ones that I really need to take care of, because once the cabin's built, and then you got to take down a tree that can possibly hit your cabin if it fell during a storm or something like that, then you're nervous. Then you're nervous. But right now I can fall any tree and not damage anything. It'll just damage other trees that need to come down anyways. So there's no risk. There's no risk to taking down anything right now because there's no structure. So do it now while I have the opportunity, and not do it later. So yes. So yeah, the cabin's going to be here. It's going to be, yeah, let's describe this again. So it's going to be behind me, and it's going to be 20 feet by 20 feet, nice square. And there's going to be a loft. It's going to be 10 by 20 up top where the bedroom will be, and maybe a workspace, and definitely some storage. But yeah, the whole bedroom area and a desk area, which allows the bottom footprint to have a nice kitchen, a nice place, a breakfast nook to sit and eat and relax and enjoy the morning sun, and a nice couch area with the wood stove and a couple bay windows. So the other thing I'm envisioning is a deck as well too, a deck 10 feet out from the cabin. And I believe I would want decking on 3 sides, so 10 feet out on three sides, and the one free side will be like utilities. I'll have a shed behind on the back end of the cabin, I suppose, or the not visible side of the cabin, and just tuck a shed back there of utilities, like a water tank and storage, and yeah. So that's what's going here. And yeah, it's pure creek, this entire wrapping around way, and then it spills into like a 2-3 acre beaver pond down there. So total creekside here, more than 180 degrees. And then on the other side of the creek, I also have acreage on the other side of the creek, and then past that is crown land. So thousands of acres of just untouched wilderness facing that direction. And I'll be here in the cabin, sitting on my deck, facing that, having morning coffee, just taking in the fresh air and the sight and seeing the animals. So long way to go, but I'm finally here. And as I've experienced with the other construction builds that I've done, the 4 structures, the tent pad, the shed, the outhouse, and the screened-in porch by the trailer. As I've learned from those 4 structures, once you get building, once you get moving, then it keeps going. Like you're just in the zone of construction, because, you know, once you do the form out, okay, it's time to start digging the footers out, right? And it's time to start bringing gravel out here, and time to start bringing out deck blocks and like patio stones and all that stuff. Build a foundation. All right, it's time to start bringing out dimensional lumber. So yeah, you just, every step of the way, it's just going to be awesome. Now I do have a big walk, so I've looked at everyone else, and most everyone else can just drive right up to their build site. Most everyone, not everyone. I cannot drive up to my build site. I have to walk everything, and I'm willing to do it because this is extremely private here. As I'd mentioned with the levels of privacy, there's private, there's very private, there's extremely private, and then there's ultra private. Ultra private is when you got to take road allowances in. You got water access only properties. You got fly-in access only properties. Those are ultra private. Or you got huge acreages, right? I'm more close to, if extreme was a bar, I'm at the top end of the extreme privacy, close to ultra. Not quite there, but I'm close. And that's why I'm willing to walk all the materials in, because it's going to be just paradise here. I'm going to be able to play music as loud as I want, be able to talk as loud as I want. I'm so tired. And there's cultures out there and people that just naturally speak loud. They're not mad or angry. They just speak loud. They're passionate, right? And especially if their friends and family are around, it's a good time. Let's talk. Let's enjoy, right? So I'm loud, and so many times to be in the backyard of friend's house or parents' property, like, shh, quiet, neighbors will hear. Yeah, neighbors aren't hearing shit over here, right? So love the privacy. Also, so I'm gonna have to find a place to stack logs. So there's a nice little sort of divot right beside the fire pit where I can maybe start stacking logs. I'm not going to do any axe splitting. I'm just probably going to cut, a buck a log into 16-inch stumps, and then just stack those stumps. And let me know if that's adequate to dry out. I know I do have to split it and store it, but let me know if I just cut, like, let's take a tree right here. If I cut this tree down and then I buck it into 16-inch sections, and then just stack those logs, those round logs, is that sufficient to dry out in 365? Because a year from now, the cabin will be built and I will have all that stacked wood. Is that wood ready then to split and burn? So let me know if cutting any of these trees up into 16-inch lengths and then stacking it, if that's sufficient. Yeah, or maybe I'll just spend all winter splitting. But that's the trouble with winter, is you can't build too much, because like I would like to build a woodshed obviously eventually, but you can't build that in winter. So all you can do is just kind of slam some tarps around. Yeah. I guess the next time you'll see me, apart from me just throwing things into the video, like we got to go down to the trail, I got to show you some stuff. Take a look at these mushrooms that I've got here. If anyone knows what these mushrooms are, I certainly do not. And then I've got these orange ones too. If anyone knows what these orange ones are. Yeah, look, these ones are different too. Look, those are more rounded on the top. These are like almost toadstool-like. Yeah, I guess apart from next time you see me, I'll be taking down trees. I still have a lot of other little side videos to do too. You know, I want to talk about love. I want to talk about relationships. I want to talk about married people and talk about YouTube, success here, how it's unhealthy here, right? Yeah, and just talk about, I guess, off-grid life as well too. So I want to have all those discussions, and I'm just thinking of having standalone videos for that. And I gotta try, right? Like, this is what I'm good at, is realizing, you know, is just speaking and talking, debating, conversations, that sort of stuff, and to throw something else in there, writing as well. You know, when I meet people, I like to find out something that they're good at, because we're all good at something, right? And a lot of people are modest, or they just don't want to say what they're good at. But my belief is that it's okay to say what you are just naturally gifted at. It's okay to say that and say, yeah, you know, I love this and I'm fairly decent at it. So I'd like to know, you guys, you know, what is the skill you have that if your life depended on it, you would save your own life? So one of the skills I have that if my life depended on it is writing. Now, not quickly, right? Give me a week to put something together. And yes. Look what's happening. There we go. The march to fall is on. Here we go.